Alright guys, so welcome back to another episode of Watch Me Talk Nonsense and Cook Random Things. We are back on the river today. Nice and sunny, definitely a little cloudy, but overall pretty nice out. I wanted to cook chili when it was colder out, and if you caught my last chili, it was chicken chili, I think. But chili is usually a better like cold weather kind of thing. But there is a breeze blowing today, and it's like a cool breeze because it's only 60-ish. So yeah, especially that breeze coming off that water. So still, it might be a pretty good evening for some chili. But I have got to round up some rocks for a fire pit because I don't have that. I do have plenty of firewood. So yeah, plenty of rocks around. It shouldn't take very long. And yeah, get this evening going. All right, little test fit for the grate. Works out pretty good. So I think that's going to be a fairly sufficient fire pit. Should be good enough anyway. Now I just got to round up a few little sticks and whatnot so people can't get a fire going. Alright, so this time I got a mega homemade fire starter. Usually I use like a TP tube. It does fine, but I had these, so figured might as well use them up. This will never light in this wind, that's for sure. And this will just get me to burn myself. All right, so I think while the fire's burning down a little bit, we're going to try a new snack. I've seen a lot of hype over this Mike's Hot Honey. I've seen a lot of people put it on chicken and pizza. I think mostly, I can't imagine it's good on pizza, but everybody seems to like it. I don't know that it's going to be good on a chip. I like hot, but I don't know that I like honey, like hot and sweet. I'm guessing is what that's supposed to be like. I don't really know, but this is Utz. I think that's how you pronounce that. Utz, I don't know. Gluten-free. They're out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. Give it a shot. Comes to like a potato chip. I'm more of a kettle cook type, but see what this is all about. Smells like kind of like a normal potato chip. Get hit with the sweet right away. I don't know about that. I think there's like a touch of a kick in there, maybe. I don't know, it's so sweet I can't tell. I don't like sweet, like hardly anything sweet. I don't like sweet potatoes. I don't know. I don't think it's my favorite. I guess there's like a little bit of a kick. Like hot honey infused with chilies. It's supposed to have a spice, right? Okay, a little bit. That's very delayed reaction though. About 2.5 servings per container, 400 calories in that little bag. I don't know. It's not the worst thing I've ever had, but it's not my favorite. I don't believe I would get that one again. Probably just go back to some jalapeno kettle cooked, maybe some flaming hots or something. I don't know. If you like that kind of thing, give them a shot. I think I'm gonna try it on the chicken or pizza, see how that goes. Gotta add a little more wood to this fire though. Alright, so we got some coals going. It's definitely burning down. So we'll probably start cooking before too awful long here. But I do have a new beer to try. And I just got water all over the camera. Anyway, it was in the cooler and the label got a little bit wet. I don't know how to pronounce any of this. I'm gonna try, but it's It's not going to be good. Chouf Soleil, I don't know. It's a Belgian sunshine beer, imported by Duvel Mortgat, USA, Cooperstown, New York. Brewed by Brasserie de... I'm not going to try that. It's in Belgium. Anyway, that is a 6% beer. I don't know, Belgian sunshine beer sounded promising. Yeah, it's getting warm out and sunshine and all that good stuff. That's kind of cool looking little bottle. Little weird fat double neck. That sounded dumb. 11.2 ounces. It says that it's delicate, fruity, and refreshing. Solid combo, I think. Citrus notes, mandarin, lime, enhanced with a touch of vanilla and peppery notes. I don't know. Let's see. All year round, pleasant times guaranteed. I'm sure this is not a twist off. No. I don't know if I can still do this. Don't do this at home, by the way. I'll get that. Anyway, yeah, don't do that at home. That's terrible for your teeth, I'm sure. It's different. That is definitely different. Kind of strange. Kind of like the artwork. It's like two little... I don't know what they are. They got like a stick and the bandana, so I'm guessing they're homeless. Like homeless gnomes. I don't know. They're having bread and beer. I think cheese. Sounds like it's all the time. It's odd. It is kind of light and refreshing. I don't mind that. It has like a summer vibe to it. I can taste a little citrus. That's not bad at all. I like it. Puerto Rico, do not litter. I don't know if they're just telling Puerto Rico not to litter, or if they're telling me not to litter. I'm not going to. No, I've never seen this ever in my life. I don't know where you would get it. It was given to me. I don't know. I like it though. I'd get that again. That would be a good summer beer. Kind of wish you had a mug to put it in, because it feels kind of like light. I don't think it's like a real dark beer, I'm guessing. Kind of puts me in the mind of a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, if you've ever had one of those. The Summer Shandy is a little more lemony, but yeah, not bad. Oh yeah, I gotta rate that. It has a little bit of an aftertaste. I'm not going to say it's like an 8. Maybe like a 7.9. It's not far from an 8. But anyway, coals are going. I need to get the grate back on there. Start heating up the old Dutch oven. And get some dinner. I think it's like 5:30. It might be 6. It might be 6. I'll let this go for a little bit. Maybe simmer for like an hour. I don't know. Let's get this thing going. Okay. So I'm going to start prepping some things here. Now, disclaimer, this is not my recipe at all. I saw this on Dano's Seasonings like Facebook page. If you follow him, he does a lot of cooking on there and experiments and this and that. And he said that, I think he said something like he saw his buddy use the meat. Then he kind of added some things. He called it like freestyle, I don't know, whatever. I don't think I've ever actually tried one of Dano's actual recipes, but I'm going to today because it was different. I've been wanting chili. I don't know. I don't like Barks root beer, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what this is all about. So I got to get some meat out, start getting that prepped, cut up some onion, and see how this turns out. Start with an onion. I can get a very big one, so we're going to use the whole thing. I'm really going to try my best here not to make chili for 9 people, but I don't think that's possible. I'm really surprised that someone has not called me out on my terrible chopping skills, because it's not good, and I know that. But I'm pretty convinced that I got some really awesome viewers. You guys are always super supportive. You don't make fun of me too awful bad. I like that. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you watch every week and put up with my nonsense. So, onion chopped, think it's time to get that into the Dutch oven. All right, onion's been going for a minute. Our ground meat added. Now, I think it's time to add a little garlic seasoning. I like garlic, so I can go pretty heavy with that. Okay, so for this part, he used beef cube steaks. Cut those up. He said this makes it so much better, so we're going to try that. He cut his up pretty small. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. Or cut myself trying, whichever happens along first. Something like that looks about right. And that ratio's off. I'm glad I bought 2 packs of that steak. So now we'll go in with our original, the green top Danos, and give it the wide open spout. And then I can go fairly heavy with this. Should be probably good. And now he adds in, what is that? Oh, wrong side. Some cumin. He put a lot in his. That does not come out very fast, so I'm ditching the lid. He definitely made more than I did. I've cut these ratios down by probably half or so. So I'm not going to go too crazy with it. But I know that I can go fairly heavy with this. Surely that's probably good. Or too much. I don't know. Because you guys know that I just wing it a lot of the times. And then it goes in with some extra chili powder. I'm not going to go too crazy with this. All that good probably. Now, kind of mix that all up. Because we are about to start with our wet ingredients, I do believe. It smells really good already. Go in with some beef broth. Doesn't have to be fat-free, but I don't really know the difference, so I'll just go with the fat-free. And go the whole container, which is 32 ounces. So I can't remember what order everything went in now, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the Rotel. And I go with the hot because it's not even hot to me at all. It does add a little flavor, so we'll go with that. I did get 2 cans because I did not feel like one would be enough. Second can going in. Okay, so I feel like up to this point, it's a fairly straightforward thing, right? Recipe, whatever you want to call it. Nothing too absurd. It would probably be fine now. Sow some beans in there, let it cook, be good, right? Nope. We got a couple twists and turns. I don't mind root beer. I don't like Barks. I don't like A&W. Mug is the only root beer that I don't mind. I think it's I don't know, it might be this. A&W, I think, maybe tastes like medicine. This, I don't remember why I didn't like it, but I don't. But he put it in his, said it was good. I'm gonna try it. Actually, I'm gonna try a sip just to see if I still dislike Barks root beer. Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. Still like Mug better. That's definitely better than A&W. Yeah, not terrible. Better than I remember. But anyways, now it goes in. Still very odd to me. I don't know how much to use. I mean, he used 4 cans and he made a lot. So like one, like, you know, most of a 20 ounce is probably enough. I don't know. All right, so I go with the light red kidney beans, but he did the beans and the juice out of the can. He said flavor, yay. No, we got way too much broth in there. I drained mine because that's going to be way too much, because we still have wet elements to add to this and we are pretty full. Chili beans going in. Way too much. way entirely too much chili. Why did I do this? All right, so now he says the key to this is tomato soup. You gotta have that tomato flavor. So we're going in 1 can of that. All right, so this is the last step. And this threw me off, but he used red enchilada sauce. I don't know. I'm gonna trust him. Seemed odd to me, but at the same time, it sounds pretty good. Give it a shot. All right, lid's back on. It's currently 6:03. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let that simmer for a while. I'm gonna keep the coals, you know, kind of minimal. I don't want this to burn and stick to that thing. So he did this in like 30 to 35 on the stove. I don't know, I want to go like an hour. I feel like that should be pretty sufficient. All right, stay tuned. Keep you guys updated on how it comes. Well, that's not a good sign. Apparently my cooking smells so bad the buzzards are out. They think it's dead. All right, that has officially been simmering for 7:03. Was it 6:02? 6? I don't remember. 6 something. Anyways, it's been going for a while. It's definitely thickened up a little, but there's still a lot of chili. So you guys better be hungry, because I need help eating this, because it's a lot. That's enough for at least 10 of us. Anyway, so I'm going with some cheese. Now, you might be asking, Mexican style, why? Well, that's why. But it's also Monterey Jack, which is good. Cheddar, good on chili. Queso quesadilla, I don't know, but I like it, so I think it'll be good on there. And then, I don't even know what asadero is. But up till then, it all sounded fine. So I think it's gonna be good on there. And how do you beat it for $1? All right, let's give this stuff a shot. Okay, so got a little sample size here. I'm gonna try it plain and then try it with the cheese. Cause I wanna know what this is all about just on its own. This cheese definitely changes the flavor. I mean, just to look at it, it looks like a fairly normal, just regular old chili. Very hot, but if I didn't burn myself, then you guys wouldn't even know what to do. It was kind of a joke at first, but that's way hotter than I thought it was going to be. Well, now it doesn't even matter if it tastes bad or not, because I can't feel feelings or taste in this region. I'm blowing this one a little. There's 2 little puffs didn't help. I don't even see that, but that's steam from heat. It doesn't taste bad though. It's odd. It's very odd. It definitely has like a, almost like a sweetness to it. I don't know. Yeah, that's a flavor I've never tasted in chili before. I'm guessing that's the root beer, because everything else is fairly normal except the enchilada sauce. I don't feel like enchilada sauce has any sweetness to it. Different. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm gonna try it with some cheese. I think that'll help. Okay, now I got some cheese. I'm gonna put a little more on top just to kind of melt that, because it was only a little tiny bit in there. Okay, I'm back. So now I'm gonna try it with the cheese. Kind of get that stirred around and melting. Kind of see what that tastes like. Could have maybe went a little heavier. That is so hot. That's crazy. Like, that is hot through that bowl. mean, it just came off the fire. I don't know what I thought was going to happen. Definitely better with the cheese. I don't know, even with the cheese, it's still just like really weird. I'll try a little pepper. This pepper never hurts chili. Not to me. That's a lot. Alright, we'll try that. Alright. Now with black pepper. Better. Everything I add to it makes it taste so much different than before. It tastes like a whole different chili, just with pepper. It's definitely not bad. Definitely needs the cheese and the pepper for sure. I do have some hot sauce. I gotta try hot sauce. Okay, so I had a new hot sauce, but I forgot it, of course. But I do have an old, really good hot sauce. I had this on the channel, but it's been a long time ago. But it is from Bravado Spice Company. Garlic and arbol moruga scorpion. Garlic, arbol, moruga scorpion, lime juice, garlicky blend. No calories. I don't remember where they were from. Houston, Texas. I like this one. It's been a long time, so I'm not exactly familiar with how it tastes. But it's vegan, it's fiery, and it's gluten-free, and it has all the flames on the bottom. I remember it was pretty warm. But with that like sweetness to this, I think it's gonna be pretty good. Don't go too crazy with it. I know it's hot. I'm gonna add a little bit on one side. I can smell it already in my nose. That's probably enough for the whole bowl. Yep, I remember now. Really spicy and really garlicky. I like it. Okay. See what we're dealing with here. I think it's gonna be a good addition. Pretty sure. That's good in there. That was a good choice. Yep. It definitely has a kick. If you've never had this and you go to get it, go easy. It is one of the hotter sauces that has all the flames. Like usually they say it's intense and it's not too bad. It's got a little bit more of a kick than most do. Still so hot. I hope you guys can see that. I don't know how it's holding so much heat. Yep, that's the ticket. Done my last few bites. Well, I'm gonna say that in my opinion, I don't think I would do that again. It's definitely not terrible. It's different, I like different, but there's just something in it that throws it off. And it has to be the root beer, right? It's like a sweetness, I don't know. The next time I make chili, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but I'm gonna add in just the enchilada sauce and leave the root beer out and try that and see what that tastes like. I think that would be better. I tried it probably 15 minutes in and just took a little taste, and you could taste like every element. Like it just wasn't blended well yet. Now, he did his in like 30. I'm glad I went like at least an hour because it all mellowed out after that. So if you were to try this, I would suggest going like an hour, like on low, or just over some coals like I did. I don't know. It definitely got better the longer I went. Might be one of those things where it's better tomorrow, because I think any soup, chili, potato soup, whatever, always tastes better the next day. So, as you can imagine, there's plenty left. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow. But I'm pretty full, but I want some more. I don't need any more. There's a lot in there. I might have a second bowl. I don't know. All right, I'm done with that. Time to throw a little more actual firewood on here. That fire is feeling really nice. It's cooled down just enough to where still t-shirt weather, but the fire feels nice. Plenty of wood left. It's gonna be a good night. Plenty of stars out. I didn't even check the weather, because every time I check the weather it says no rain, and then it rains. Not falling for that anymore. But it is going to be a good night of sleep as well. I don't think it's any lower than like 55 right now, maybe. It is one nice morning out. Felt like 3 raindrops last night. The moon was out crazy. I took a picture with my phone because I know the photos on this thing are not the best. So hopefully that phone picture turned out all right. But then it clouded over and didn't see it again. But other than that, it was nice. Did not get cold in here at all. Actually got warm. So just got to start cracking these side windows like every night, apparently. Yeah, it's gonna be really hot before long, and I'll have to run the fan, which is all right. But yeah, pretty good night. Actually, somehow that chili did not just wreck my insides even, so that's pretty pleasant. I like that. It is pretty nice out right now. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be at least in the 50s at the moment. All right, I got a mess to clean up. I gotta get out of here and load up all my junk and get ready to roll. All right, that appears to be mess cleaned. So it's about time to head out, but hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys liked the new random chili recipe. I didn't hate it. Just don't think I'll do it again. But I have a couple more chili recipes to try here at some point. I'm normally not like a hot soup or chili kind of person in the summer, so I don't know when I'll get to those, but if that's something you guys want to see, let me know. I mean, you guys know there's 50 recipes out there for every dish, so plenty of new ideas for food in the future. Yeah, hopefully next week I'll remember my new hot sauce. I still got plenty of those, so I mean, there's no shortage of hot sauces out there. It seems like there's new companies making them every week. All kinds of new beers and coffees and everything, so oh, I got a new coffee. About forgot. Hang on, let me grab my new coffee. So this is another one of those Bones coffee companies. It's like a skeleton lady with cinnamon buns. Cinnabon. Cinnamon bun flavored cold brew latte. 210 calories. I think these are like 11 ounces or something. Yeah, 11 ounces. Yeah, these they haven't been that bad so far. Apparently these people were out of Cape Coral, Florida. I'm starting to remember that now finally, because this is like my third one. And I think after this I got a couple more, if I'm not mistaken. I had one that was like a French toast, I believe. Wasn't amazing. I had another one that was on last week's video. I can't remember what it was now, but it was better. I remember saying it was better. I don't love cinnamon buns, but I don't mind them. Like, I used to like cinnamon buns and like Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, so could be good. I don't know. Hopefully. See, that does resemble a cinnamon bun. I've had these before from other like companies that say they're going to taste like that, and they kind of don't. It's probably like the closest flavoring to what it's supposed to be out of one I've had yet. Not super sweet. I mean, it's sweet, don't get me wrong, but not as sweet as I expected. That's not terrible. I don't mind that. I'd give that like a 7. It's not terrible. Maybe even like a mid-7s. Yeah, if you like cinnamon buns, try that. That may be the best one out of these so far. But I do have a s'mores left to try, I believe. And I think the other one's like fruity cereal or something like that. So those could be good as well. Can't believe I almost like walked off and forgot to review a coffee. But I have some things to do this morning, so I'm kind of like rushing in my head. But yeah, I think that's finally it. So thanks for tagging along. Definitely appreciate you guys coming back every week. For the ones of you that do, think about hitting that subscribe button if you would. And yeah, thanks for watching.